Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Open Gray League and let's see if we can get some wins. We're going to be trying out the Dunsparce paired with the Poliwrath and the Shadow Drifblim in the back. Our opponent here switches out into the Cresselia. The Cresselia here is going to be met with our Shadow Drifblim. We're going to tank the first one. Moonblast does get used and we are going to be able to tank that. We're going to make sure we throw this Shadow Ball on good timing. This is going to get a shield. We're going to get the KO. Decide to let it go. That's fine. Let's see what they bring back in here. They use the Shadow Dragonite to come back in, farm us down. We're going to come back in with our Dunsparce. And now we're going to make a decision. Is this going to be the superpower? No superpower. They go for the Dragon Claw bait. Then they switch out into the Toxapex. Toxapex is going to be interesting to deal with. At least we have the Dunsparce with a lot of energy. We're going to fire up another drill run here. It's going to grab a shield. Looks like they are going to be able to fire off a move, so we're going to have to invest a shield here. Now the question is, do we switch out? We're going to fire off this drill run first and then see what they want to do. So far they've committed 2 shields to this, and we are going to be able to reach another drill run. That's going to be very key because this is going to get it in range of potential farm. There it is. And looks like we are going to have to shield here. We do shield the correct sludge wave. And now it comes down to, can we get to this icy wind? Oh, unable to get to the icy wind. Our opponent is going to be able to fire off a superpower for the KO. So GG's to our opponent. Well played by them. Played it to perfection. And not much we could have done differently there. We called the bait and they were just able to squeeze out every little inch of farm possible. All right, we got the Dunsparce versus the Shadow Victory Bell. Okay, this is going to be interesting. We are going to stay in for now. We don't know if this is going to be Acid Spirit or not, but we know we can tank one, so we're gonna tank the first one. Leaf Blade does get used, huge damage. We're going to fire off our drill run here, and it looks like they are going to try to get the farm down. So they are going to get the farm down. We might get 2 shields. Yeah, we do get 2 shields at least. So at least we have that going for us. We're going to switch into the Drifblim. They are going to switch into their Wiggly. That is not a great switch in for us. So this is your classic fast move pressure team. We are going to debuff them first, and then we're going to switch out into the Poliwrath. We're going to shield here, ends up being the Icy Wind. So we're going to deal less damage with our fast moves, but we're going to make sure we throw this Icy Wind to get rid of this Wiggly as soon as possible. Anticipating Victory Bell to come back in. They already have a move. So here we go again. Is this going to be the Leaf Blade? No, they go for the Acid Spray bait, and unfortunately for us, they were able to get that last shield from us. At least we're going to be able to throw a Scald here. Good damage. We do get them to get debuffed, and now we have to survive a Stone Edge, and that's not going to happen. So GG's to our opponents. Tough backline to deal with. This is just a straight-up fast move pressure team, unfortunately. I mean, obviously, in hindsight, we could have shielded against that Victory Bell, but we really didn't know what was in the back. All right, we got the Dunsparce versus the Azumarill. This is going to be a pretty neutral matchup. We're going to stay in for now, fire off the drill run. And looks like they are going to probably tank it. Yep, makes sense. We're going to make sure we throw this drill run after a fast move. And it looks like we did CAP tie them. So they're going to be able to fire up potential Hydro here. Nope, only Poliwrath, so we can survive that easily. We're going to keep building energy here. They are going to be at another move. We're going to shield here, and it ends up being the Poliwrath. So we do get them to switch out into Dugong. So we are going to invest some energy into this matchup. We fire off another Rock Slide here, right on CAP timing. Looks like they're going to have to make a decision, shield or let this go. And we do grab a shield finally. Now it's going to be interesting. They are going to try to undercharge that, but we're not going to allow them to farm us down. We're going to go straight into our Poliwrath, trying to get a good amount of farm. Unable to get the farm down without taking a move. Drifblim goes through, we can take that easily. We see the Zumo come back in, and they are energy dry, so we're going to be able to fire out this Scald on good timing. They invest the shield into the Poliwrath matchup, interesting enough. So we're going to shield here, ends up being the Ice Beam. And at this point, it looks like we are in range of a farm down. That's a really good farm down from us. Yep, they were definitely afraid of that Poliwrath in the bag. Let us know what you think was in the bag that didn't want to see that Poliwrath. Potential flyer and maybe potential double weakness to water. Who knows? All right, here we go. We got the Dunsparce versus the Shadow Tentacruel. Both of us are staying in. They're applying a lot of fast move pressure. Nice catch by our opponent onto the Dunsparce, but this is only going to help us because it's going to chip, and then we're going to be able to go into our Poliwrath here. Looking for the farm down at this point. They are going to be able to get to 2 Drifblims. 2 Drifblims wouldn't be so bad towards this regular Poliwrath, so that's why we should be chilling here. We should be going for the farm. Okay, yep. Just got the farm down, and now we have the Tentacruel come back in. Makes sense. We are going to fire off our own Scald. This is a resistant move. Looking for the debuff? No debuff, unfortunately. So they have a ton of energy that they can use, so we're going to let the first one go. They go for the Scald, and that's pretty decent damage. But we do have them switch out, and they have the Gastrodome in the back end. Luckily, we do have the Drifblim. And because they quit, most likely they were running the Burst Power Body Slam version, and we resist all of those moves. So we were in good shape right there, mainly because the Poliwrath was able to farm down that Dunsparce. All right, Dunsparce versus the Gyarados. Pretty good matchup here. They will have the opportunity to debuff us or boost up their fast move pressure. They go for the former and debuff us. We're going to fire off a Rock Slide, and this Rock Slide will be shielded, so early shield advantage. They're going to throw another move here. Let's see what they end up throwing. Cross Poison. Okay, so they're running Cross Poison and debuff, so they did not have the boost. So we're going to be able to apply a lot of pressure here, and they're going to switch into their Azu. We don't really have an answer for this Azu, unfortunately, so we're going to have to go into our Drifblim here, tank a Ice Beam, try to get to the Shadow Ball as soon as possible. Looks like we do grab the Shadow Ball, and this is going to get some huge damage. So, potential farm down range. Let's see what we end up using here. Okay, we're going to come in with the Poly here, and this Poly is going to have to think about shielding. Okay, we do show the correct play route. They come back in here with the Gyarados. We know they don't have Trailblaze, so this is going to be the Cross Poison or going to be the debuff. It's going to allow us to farm it down, and that's going to be really good for us. Let's see, with Poliwrath with a lot of energy, are we going to be able to win this? Marowak is in the back. Okay, Marowak, we're going to fire off the Scald, and it does get them fairly low. We're going to catch a move. This is going to be the Bone Club, and they do survive, so it's going to allow them to farm down. Maybe that was undercharge, actually, so we are going to fire up the Drifblim. They are going to farm us down, and that's not good news for us. Oh, unfortunately, a little bit of lag didn't allow us to get to that move right there, and then we ended up losing that game. So GG's to our opponent, unable to win that game, but pretty good team. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.